Every single year, hundreds of thousands of students are dropping out of school, while million others are struggling just to survive their student experience. Every day, students show up to school questioning, who am I? What do I want to do? Why am I here? Who can I turn to for support? Do I even have what it takes to be here? And is it even possible to pursue my dreams and accomplish success as a student? And with all these questions floating in the air, combined with the weight and the pressures and the challenges of being a student, many students choose to settle. But what if I told you that there was a way to stop surviving and start thriving as a student? Well, it starts with learning how to ride the wave.
Hey, it's Stefan Thomas, and just in case you don't know who I am, I'm a keynote speaker who goes to schools and student conferences, helping students figure out why they're meant to be in school, and all the more, I inspire students and help them believe that they truly have what it takes to not only thrive as a student, but also thrive as a leader in our world today.
When I was a high school student deciding where to go and what career to pursue, I would have loved to hear Stefan share these motivating words. It may be hard, but it's not impossible. I believe that his speech left an indelible mark on the students and educators listening, and I would definitely encourage schools, churches, organizations, and businesses to book Stefan if you would like to see your students thrive and flourish in this world today.
Many different schools and organizations have brought me in to help teach their students what it takes to keep riding the wave towards student success. And with every keynote that I give, not only do I use engaging storytelling to captivate the audience, but I walk students through my Waves of Student Success framework, which tackles important questions and topics, whether it's student identity, student mindset, student habits, student support systems, student retention and resilience, student failure, student leadership, and my favorite, student engagement.
Had the absolute pleasure of meeting Stefan on a couple of days ago, and his keynote was absolutely amazing. I have not met many 24, 25-year-olds with the maturity and the drive and the ambition that this young man has. I don't believe that he will ever make a temporary impression with those that he meets. He'll make a permanent impact.
The truth of the matter was, I didn't always have a story of success, and I didn't always know what it took to keep riding my wave towards student success.
I remember I was in a place in my life, I was going through a very hard transition as a transfer student. I got into one of the top business schools in Canada and got in with a scholarship. You know, everything was good on paper. And I remember that within 3 months, I'm like, this is not the place for me. You know, I had to really realize like, what am I doing? Where am I? And within a year, I had decided to change programs and then eventually schools. And in that period of my life, I felt like a failure.
He gives vulnerability, the vulnerability of his experiences, his failures, and then ties it into how it can help other students who've had setbacks, and then taking some of his tips from having a village and not being defined by their failure, and it's super applicable and helpful.
I was not going to grow up and be another number, be another statistic. So you know what I did? I said, you know what? We're gonna stop surviving. I got up and I started to thrive. And I stand before you today, not that transfer student who felt lost, who felt hopeless, who felt like he didn't have his place in life, but I stand before you, the first person in my family to pursue and will graduate with a master's degree. I stand before you as a student who has racked up over $30,000 in scholarships, my entire master's paid for. I stand before you as a student affairs professional, a student success coach who's helped hundreds of students figure out, just like me, where they are meant to be, the purpose that they have. And I thrive, and I don't just thrive for me, I thrive for those around me, the students I encounter, the individuals I meet around the world, because they deserve that much. They deserve so much better.
As an educator and as a speaker, I've learned that the future that we are hoping to see tomorrow rests on the shoulders of our students today. And for that reason, I'm on a mission to help over 1 million students learn how to keep riding their wave to student success so they can stop surviving school and truly start thriving. So if you're looking for an engaging speaker to come empower your students at your next student assembly or student conference, there's no need to look any further. Connect with me today so I can help you achieve that goal and help your students begin to excel the way that they were meant to.
And never forget, if you want to stop surviving and start thriving, whenever you get knocked down, you have to be brave enough to get back up and keep riding your wave to success.